Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside the medicine, continue the book of Iliad, the Iliad by Homer. I'm going to continue to read. His spear aimed in the melee, but Adamas, Asius' son, missed nothing. He saw it all, rushed him, rammed Antilochus' buckler and dead center, which with sharp bronze, but the blue-haired god Poseidon crushed the spear, denied him the Argive's life. Half his lance hung there in Antilochus' shield, like a charred stake. Half dropped to the ground, and back he shrunk to his cohort, dodging death, but haunting him as he went. Meriones speared him between the genitals and the navel. Hideous wound, the worst the god of battle deals to ranch man. There the spear struck, hugging the shaft. He withered, gasping, shuddering like some wild bull in the hills. That herdsman shackle, trapping the beast with twisted ropes, and he fights them all the way as the man drags him off. So he gasped with his wound, a little, not for long, till the hero Meriones moved in, where he sprawled, wrenches the spear from his corpse, and darts came shrouding down across his eyes. Helenus charged Deipyrus, cleft the side of his head with a massive threshing sword, smashed his helmet, and knocked it off. It fell to earth, and Argive snatched it up as it rolled at soldiers' feet, and the night came blinding down Deipyrus' eyes. And anguish seized Menelaus, lord of the war cry. He went on the run at the fighting prophet Helenus, Almanes, madly shaking his weighted javelin, just as Helenus seized his bow by the handgrip. Both let fly at each other, one launching out with a sharp lance, one in shaft from the string, and Helenus' arrow hit Atreus right on the chest. On the breastplate curved, but the arrow sprang away, high as the black skin beans, and chickpeas bounce and leap from a big blade shovel, flying across the threshing floor, sped by a whistling wind and windowner's sweep stroke. So the arrow flew from fighting Atreus' breastplate, the keen shaft glancing, skittering off downfield. But the lord of the war cry aimed for Helenus' hand, gripping his polished bow, and clean through his fist the bronze spearhead drove and cracked the tensed weapon. Back he fell to his mess companion, dodging death, his hand dangling, dragging the long ashen shaft, and gallant Aegina drew the spear from his hand and bound it up in a band of tightly twisted wool, a sling his aid retained for the good commander. And now Pisander rushed Menelaus, famed in arms, but a grim fate was rushing him to the stroke of death, to be crushed in this hell of war by you, Menelaus, just as the two men closed, heading into each other. Atreus missed, his spear shaft hooking off to the side. Pisander stabbed his shield, but the bronze could not bore through. The huge hide blocked it. The shaft snapped at the socket. Still the children exulted, wild with hopes of triumph, as Menelaus drew his sword with silver stud, hipped at Pisander, who clutched beneath his shield. His good bronze axe, with its cleaving blade, sat on a long, smooth olive haft. A dash. Both fighters at one great stroke chopped at each other. Pisander hacked the horn of the horsehair crest helmet right at his rage, longing as Menelaus hacked Pisander between the eyes, the bridge of the nose, the bone cracked, blood sprayed, and both eyes dropped at his feet to mixing dust. He crawled and crushed, digging a heel in his chest. Molinos stripped his gear and wanted out in glory. So home you'll run from our racing ships, by God, all as corpse, see you death-defying Trojans. Never sated with shattering war cries, are you? Nor do you lack the other brands of outrage, all that shame you heaped on me, you rabid dogs. No fear in your heart for the quaking rage of Zeus, the thundering god of hosts, and welcome stranger. One day he will raise your haughty city for you. You Trojans who stole away my wedded wife and hordes of riches too, for no reason, none, my queen of the realm who hosted you with kindness, and now you rampage on among our deep sea ships, wild to touch our halls and kill our heroes. Well, you'll be stopped somewhere, and mad as you are for combat. Zeus, Father Zeus, they say you excel all others, all men and the gods, in wisdom clear and calm, but all his brutal carnage comes from you. Look how you favor them, these reckless Trojans, their fury always in uproar. No one can ever slake their thirst for blood. For the great leveler war, one can achieve his fill of all good things, even of sleep, even of making love, rapturous songs and the beat and the sway of dancing. A man will yearn to his fill of all these joys before his fill of war, but not these Trojans. No one can gloat their lust for battle. So he cried, and staunch Atrides stripped the gear from the corpse and heaved the bloody bronze to eager comrades swung to attack again, frontline assault. There, Harpalion charged the Melinas, King Palimeni's son, who had followed his father into war at Troy, but he never reached his fatherland again. He closed on Atrides, spear stabbing his shield, right on the boss, but the bronze could not drive through. So back he drew to his ranks, dodging death, glancing left and right, fearing a lance would graze his flesh. But Meriones caught him in full retreat. He let fly with a bronze-tipped arrow, hit his right buttock, up under the pelvic bone, so the lance pierced the bladder. He sank on the spot, hunched in his dear companion's arms, gasping out his life as he withered along the ground. Going to stop here today and continue next time. Thank you for watching.